Hey, welcome back to Nanny and Pa's Adventures. We're still working on the Sugi Ban style Amish cabin front door. I finished the back side of it, got 3 coats on it, sanded it, finished it, flipped it over. I got 1 coat on here, it's a different polyurethane. The back side is going to be on the inside, so I used the water-based polyurethane. And this one here is going to be out. It's the front of the front door. It doesn't have a storm door on it, so it's going to face some kind of outdoor elements. So I'm using a oil-based polyurethane that takes about 24 hours to dry. So I sanded this the other day. Had church yesterday and plans. My mom came over, we cooked. And today I want to put a coat on here. So put a coat on today, put a coat on tomorrow, and it should be done. And then, so I'm going to show you what I'm doing. 600 grit sandpaper. So I'm going to give it a light sand to scuff it up. And then wipe it down. And then use my roller in the polyurethane and put another coat on, and then we'll take a look at it tomorrow and see what it looks like as far as how many coats we're going to need. Like I said, it's a cabin door. It's going to be an element, it's going to be out in the woods. Not a lot of people are going to see it other than the ones that come up. And then you just set this aside, and then you wipe this down. You always want to sand in between. People think it's, you know, if you're just starting doing this, you might be, well, you're gonna mess your door up. No, you're taking down any high spots, maybe some rough spots or whatever, and then you scuff it up a little bit, and then you get to put another coat on it, and then you'll repeat the process, and we'll keep doing it till it's done. And then hopefully the next video, which would be coming up soon, would be at the hunting property. And I don't know what I'm going to be working on there. Maybe some insulation. I want to get the room done, the bedroom in the cabin, so I can get that finished, so I can get a bed in there and a dresser and start staying the night out there. So that's the game plan. So right now I'm going to start putting a coat on here, so probably won't be doing much talking. I'm going to be doing some concentrating. I'm using a roller, foam roller. Seems to work really good. Like I said, I just sanded it down. I'm using a different polyurethane, and I just dip it right into the can, and then I roll it on. I do the edges like this, so then I could come back and build the edges up. Because your first couple, and I don't care what this roller is going to look like, I'm just going to throw it out because I don't want to clean it. So I'm just going to, like I said, I'm going to put a couple more coats on it. And the nice thing about it is it goes on nice and shiny. So then you can take a peek and see if you missed any of the door. I have the fan on and the door open just for ventilation. So you just try to go in even strokes and pay attention. You don't want too much polyurethane on there. You don't want it to pool. You just want it, the thing is to put a light coat on. Try to get it as even as possible. And like I said, take a step back, see where you missed anywhere. See, now I'm going right to the edge. And it does soak up a lot, even though this is the second coat. You can see it just soaks up a lot of this polyurethane. Wood is very coarse, and it's like a sponge till you get at least a good couple coats on, and it should start doing pretty good. So now on this edge I have a little bit harder seeing because of the light, so I'm going to go back over it again. take a peek, see if there's anywhere I missed. And just try to even everything out. I guess it's like kind of paint a wall in your house. You know, you don't want too much paint, you don't want streaks, you don't want lines. And then I'll come through here. I can see right there, you can see it's dull because I just hit it with sandpaper. And then you come back, look at it a different way and see if there's any other stuff that you may or may not missed. It gives you an opportunity to get a good look at it, and it's gonna seal the door up. That's the whole game plan, seal the door up, keep the weather out. So I'm gonna take this polyurethane, I'm gonna put it down here. And let me get a towel because I know it's gonna have sawdust on it. And sawdust and any kind of finish, they're enemies. So we'll do that. And I'm doing 1/3 of the door at a time. So I'll do that third, this third, and then the last third. And I just put a big old thick coat of polyurethane on there. Then you want to blend these two in. You don't want to have a big seam where you ended on the last one. Like I said, you don't want to put too much on there, and then you start piling a whole bunch of polyurethane on there, and then once it dries, it's a little harder to deal with. It only takes a few minutes, so this probably isn't going to be an extremely long video, which is fine. Do a bunch of shorts. Basically, I'm just trying to, help anybody that might be thinking about doing it. And I'm going to come back down here because I didn't have a lot of polyurethane on a roll when I done this, and I just want to make sure, try to make it even as possible. And then tomorrow I'll do should be the last video of this door until we get to the hunting property. And then you'll see me videotaping opening the cabin where the old door's at, where the door is now. I got to open that up and then build a frame around, excuse me, build a frame around this door, a door jamb to fit into the opening of the cabin. I thought about opening the cabin and like I said, I'd have to pull siding off, and I don't want to do that. I don't want it all over my belly either. So you just go as you just, and then take a stand back. Make sure you don't have too much because you can blend it because it's still wet. Like I said, not going to take long. We're almost done here already. I'm going to pull this off. I'm going to get close with you guys. I'm going to turn this camera a little bit and move it away. And then I'm going to start finishing this area, this side up. And I'm going to come through here. I just want to get a good coat on this. And then I'll run it back in. And I'm not going to do the edge yet because I'm going to be leaning over painting. So and I don't want to get my shirt off. And I'm going to go around to this other side over here. I don't know if you'll be able to see me. And then put a little coat right there. Every coat you put on there is just a little bit more protection that you're going to get on your finish. So I'm going to dip that. And just keep working it in. I hope this helps somebody out. It's a nice project, especially if, this isn't like for beginners. I guess you could do it, but building your own door, there's still much I'm gonna have to learn. I won't know if it's gonna be success until I go and put it in. Just looking to make sure I don't have a lot. I'm almost done here. When I go to put it in, you know, make sure level it all up, plumb it up. Get the hardware on it, the handles, hinges, and then I have to put weather stripping all the way around the outside, weather stripping on the inside. But this ought to start looking really good. You can see how shiny, I wish you could see how shiny it is. Very, very shiny. Nice finish, nice glossy finish. Right now I'm using Polyurethane exterior oil base, and it's a really, really nice shiny finish. And I'm not going to show you guys me cleaning up. Short little video on this one here, and I just want to take a look at it, make sure I got all sides done. Come back. You want to come back, you want to hit it from all different angles. You want to get down, take a peek, make sure you didn't miss anything. Like I got a spot right here, it looks like I missed, and you just want to go over it. The brush is still, you know, the sponge roller's still wet, so you just want to make sure you don't have any globs on there that you may have missed from a different angle. And because you want it to look good. You know, not many people, like I said, it's on a cabin, but you want to take a little pride in your work, and you want people to see it and say, oh man, that's a good looking door. Who built that? And then you can say, hey, I built it. You know, and I want the cabin to be somewhat rustic, so I went with the dark door, and I went with some rustic hinges. You guys will see that. And then the inside, when I start doing the inside, I will, I'm going to move this around and take it to the other end. And I'm going to get rid of this roller and put the lid on this paint. It's humid here today, very humid. It's supposed to rain. I don't like doing polyurethane. I don't like doing any polyurethane when it's humid out. But they keep calling for rain every day. Some kind of chance of rain, some kind of chance of thunderstorms. I just wrap it up and throw it in the garbage. And I'll wipe the roller off. I got towels everywhere. When you're doing any kind of paint, any kind of polyurethane, glue, you always want to have a lot, clean it all off, because it's just going to keep building up and building up. I'll set this aside. I will leave this here. I'll put the lid on it. I'm going to cover the lid up, but I always take a little towel and pound the lid back down. Just leave the towel there, ain't going to hurt none. I got a little bit on my fingers. Now we'll go wash that off. And it's looking really, really good. The door's looking really good. It's got a little Watusi in it, because it's even this is kiln wood. This is kiln wood from the big box store. It's still gonna move. It's still gonna cup. It's still gonna bow. You're gonna get a little Watusi. I probably got a little Watusi, but I'll take that out when I go to frame it up and put it in a hole, and then I can put the weather stripping on the outside, and I'll make that all work. But that's part of doing woodworking in your garage. Humidity, it changes, the wood changes, it's constantly moving. You gotta give yourself some room. The next thing I'm gonna get into, no, not the next thing, but one of the things that I'm gonna videotape, I am in a very small workshop, and again, welcome to the workshop. I want to build a farmhouse kitchen table for our home. Like I said in one of the videos, I bought that when my dad died in '96. I bought that table off my stepmom, and heck, I don't know how long they had it. But now with all the kids gone, they're all grown and they have their own life, I don't need an 8-person, 6 or 8 person table, kitchen table or dining room table, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to make one, and I'll walk you through that series of process too. But before I even start that, I will be doing a lot of work on the cabin. And like I said, small workshop. I think it's 20 by 21 or 20 by 22. I got a lot of tools. I got a lot of mess too. So I took a break for a couple years because of family issues, and had my youngest son pass away last year, so that still hit me pretty hard. And then my second youngest son was diagnosed with cancer last March, brain cancer. So I've been going over there every other day. So life has grabbed us and shaken us up a little bit. So I took a break, and you know how that goes when you got a garage. Oh, let's put it in the garage. Let's put it in the garage. Let's put it in the garage. And then before you know it, you look in the garage, you look like a hoarder. I promise you, I'm not. But I do have a lot of stuff because I do a lot of different things. I do woodworking, and I do welding. So I do teaching. I teach welding. I teach woodworking. I just switched over my platform, my battery platform, from Ryobi to rigid. So I'm still in the process of moving them around and making spots for them. A lot of this stuff that you see is French cleats. I like that setup. I haven't showed you this side because it's just a tabletop full of tools and stuff that I've been accumulating over the last couple years that I need to start getting rid of. So all right, hey, I'm done. It's getting stinky in here. Like I said, it's an oil base. You want to make sure you have ventilation. I have the fan on and the door open. But hey, thanks for joining. I hope you like this. Please comment. I'm still trying to learn how to do that. Subscribe, like, share. And remember, you're never too old to learn something new. Love you guys. Have a great day. Peace out. See ya.